Good morning. We are live on 105.1, the music muscle of the shows, and 105.9, the vibe in Dothan, Alabama. It's Youth Hour, and it's for our Youth Spotlight. And today I have a couple of students from Muscle Shoals High School who's on the line. Kaylee, would you like to introduce yourself first? Tell us who you are and what grade you are, and what do you do over at Muscle Shoals High School? Okay, sorry right there. Kaylee, are you there?
Yes.
All right. Um, all right, good. I have two students from Muscle Shoals High School that's on the line today. And what I'm gonna do is use spotlight. And Kaylee, go ahead and tell the audience, tell our radio listeners who you are, what you do at Muscle Shoals, and what grade you are.
I am Kaylin Miner, and I'm a varsity cheerleader at Muscle Shoals High School, and I am a senior this year.
All right. And Mari, can you do the same, please?
And man, I'm a football player, varsity football player. Amari Johnson, and I'm a junior this year.
Okay. So what we've doing here at Knox Media Group, we are actually doing youth spotlight on each Friday morning. And we were sitting here thinking, and we knew this week is actually Muscle Shoals homecoming. So we decided to get two students from Muscle Shoals who actually play sports and are academically over at Muscle Shoals. So therefore, since it's their homecoming, we just wanted to celebrate you to let you know we support you from Knox Media Group and let you talk about a little couple of things that you do in the school and how long you've been doing cheering or playing football or whatever role you're there doing. And we want to let our youth know that no matter what, you can do whatever you put your heart and your desires to. So, Kaylee, so you stated that you are a varsity cheerleader, you're a senior. So, how long have you been cheering?
I have only been cheering for 3 years out of high school,
Okay, so
and I've also been on the dance team.
okay, so you was on dance prior to cheering. So with
Yes,
you when you was actually dancing, so you never did Pee Wee cheerleader or anything like that?
I did. I did it at Sheffield, and I did it at Muscle Shoals.
Okay. So what inspired you to start wanting to cheer?
The spirit of the team and how much work you actually have to put into it.
Say it again. I didn't hear you.
The spirit of the team, and then how much hard work goes into it, even though you're just on the sideline.
Okay. And see, that's what a lot of people, a lot of kids, students do not realize. You know, they look at cheering as if it's nothing. But I've learned over the years that every sport, it takes hard work, takes dedication, and it takes leaders. We don't go into playing a role without those things. So we always look at, you have to always look at the bigger picture. And so with the desire of you cheering, you first started dancing. So on the dance line, do you think it actually motivated you to wanted to cheer, or it gave you the ability to cheer better?
I think it definitely gave me the ability to cheer better because in dance you have to focus on time and choreography, so I could pick up on the cheers and the dances easier than
Okay. Okay, Mari, so how long have you been playing football?
I've probably been playing football since I was like 5.
Oh, so so what actually inspired you to play football and had the desire to play football? Is football your only sport also?
No, man, I played basketball also, but that's just what I grew up around, and I always wanted to play football and basketball. Just play sports, be an athlete.
Okay, so you're a junior at Muscle Shoals, and what's your position again?
I play outside linebacker.
Okay, so for those of us who are listening and may not know exactly, because I have a couple coworkers that don't know much about sports. So your
Right.
role as a linebacker, can you explain your role?
So my job is like to mainly come off the edge or like drop back and cover, but it's more like a linebacker who like in the middle of the field do mostly everything on the field. That's it.
Okay. And what's your number?
Number 8.
Okay, so you're number 8. So tonight is your homecoming, and what who are you playing?
We're playing Columbia from I think they're from like Huntsville.
Okay. So everybody that's listening, make sure you go out to Muscle Shoals High School for a homecoming game and look for Mari, who's number 8, and he's a linebacker. So therefore you play on, is it offense?
Defense.
Defense. Okay. So he'll play on defense. So y'all make sure you go out and look for him. And so how do this question is for both of you. How do you balance school and also working and also playing a sport? What are the challenges with that? Mara, you want to answer that first?
Yes, man. It do take time and effort, but I mean it's a way. You just gonna some nights you just gonna have to stay up late and do your work and just make a choice. Also, like it's gonna be decisions, but it's always a way. Some nights you just gonna have to stay up late and do it.
Yeah. Kaylin, what so how do you balance working and going to school and also playing a sport?
For the school part, I just push hard at school. So by the time I'm done with school, I can leave my homework there, go to practice, and then go to work and just be done with the school part. And if I procrastinate, like Mari said, you just have to stay up and get it done.
So do you find yourself having a hard time? Do either you find yourself having a hard time balancing um, sports and actually going to school?
I
So
wouldn't
man,
say so.
Well, the biggest challenge I've seen with our youth, do you think every child should play a sport and also academically? Do you think that makes you better as a in society, or do you? What's your output on that? Do you think it makes you better as a student at playing sports or doing extracurricular activities?
I think everybody should give it a try at least. If then you can find out if you don't like it or not. But I think sports is a great thing, just in general, especially in high school.
Yes, I think somebody should always try either a club or a sport just to get out there, get your name out there, and learn how to be a leader or be a part of a team.
What do you think? What do y'all think is your stronger point with balancing being in a club and also going to school? I think
Uh,
Kaylee, I think
you can go ahead.
you actually said being a leader, that's one thing. And, a lot of kids don't understand being a leader. And a leader doesn't mean that you have to be in a spotlight. You don't have to be the front, because sometimes you have silent leaders. People look up to people who are actually making moves but not speaking as much. What do you think about that?
I would say that being in a club doesn't mean you have to be like the president or the vice president. You just have to put your hard work into it and try your absolute best because you always want to do the best for the people around you.
Okay. Mari, I'm sorry.
I feel like I totally agree with Kaylin. Like it's just about like who's around you and the things you do. It's just like all around. Like I said, I totally agree with Kaylin.
Okay. How do you handle peer pressure? How do y'all handle peer pressure? Because I know this day and time, what do you think is one of the biggest peer pressures that you have as a student?
As a student, it would be instead of like the homework and school and job balance, it would definitely be to like go out and see your friends and stuff instead of going home and doing your stuff that you're supposed to be done rather than what you want to do and hang out with the people you want to see.
Okay. What do you consider it is one of the peer pressures now for you, Mari?
I would say peer pressure for me, it would be something like that. Like say you got homework that you ain't do Friday or something, it's on the weekend, but you know you need to do it. That'll be like a peer pressure thing because you know you need to do your homework. But if you want to go hang out, you'll have to make a decision. But it's really and truly just do your homework first and then go hang out.
Yeah. So if you had a couple of things that you with you being a senior, Kaylee, so what are your future plans after college? Are you looking to go as collegiate playing cheering or anything like that?
I do not want to go cheer, but I think that's a great way to go. But I plan to just go to cosmetology school.
Okay. And I like when you just said that a lot of people think that we have to go to large universities, do different things. But I'm glad that you mentioned cosmetology because one thing that a lot of students don't understand, long as you get a trade or do something different, I mean, you can even go into the workforce, but we have to learn to identify who we are and identify there's a goal for each of us. And it doesn't have to be the same goal or the same path that someone else has already went through.
Right.
Mari, I know you have a year. So what are your plans? I know it's kind of early for you to think about it, but what are you thinking about doing after high school?
I'm out of high school. I plan on going to college for sports, but also probably become a automotive manufacturer engineer.
Okay.
That would just be a second thing, but I'm mainly going to college for sports and try to go pro.
Oh, great. So Kaylee, what is one thing you enjoy most about competing and cheer?
Competing is like the rush that comes over you. You get so nervous, but it's like the good nerve, and then you get so much energy to go out there and perform. And then, what was the other question?
That was what I said. Well, what do you enjoy most about competing in cheer? I was saying cheer.
Okay.
Mari, what is your most enjoyable moment about football and competing in football?
When we got a large atmosphere and it's a real good game, and it give you a different feeling that you probably want to have a lot. Like when you're out there on the field, it just make you want to go harder, play all out.
Yeah. How do you stay motivated during off season? Um, how do y'all stay motivated during off season, or when do or during training gets tough, or when training gets tough?
When training gets tough, you just have to look to the people around you and realize who you're doing it for, and that you signed up for this, and they're just making you better. Like your coaches aren't trying to tear you down. They're not trying to make you feel worse or bad. Like they're just trying to improve you. So if you want to go to say college cheer, then you will have the skill to do so.
Okay. Mari, how do you motivate during off season or when training gets tough?
I use it as I know it's gonna help me get better, and it just tests your mental toughness. And I think it's really a good thing because you know it's just you ain't doing nothing easy. That means you getting better. So I think it's really a good thing, and I just know I keep that in my mind whenever I'm doing it or going through a hard situation in training or just real time.
Okay. What role does teamwork play in your sport, and how do you build stronger relationships with teammates?
For cheer, the teamwork comes in with having to all yell together to get the crowd engaged. And for stunts, to keep the top girl, which we call the flyer, up in the air with everybody's strength. And then to earn that teamwork and the trust between each other, we just do after school activities. Like sometimes we go get Yogurt Mountain, or a few of us will go eat, something like that.
Okay. Mari, what role does teamwork play in your sport, and how do you build strong relationships with your teammates?
Teamwork works a lot in my sport. We can't win without teamwork. Every, all 11 people on the field got to work together. We want to win. and make it to where we want to be. And then we usually go out to eat and stuff like that, hang out a lot just to build up better chemistry. And plus, we all friends that's on the football team, so that's how it work out.
Okay. So, do you have any pregame rituals or routines that help you get in the zone? Either of you?
For cheers, we have a little chant, I guess, just for the cheerleaders. And what's the concept? One squad, one sound, and then we just say trojans on three.
Okay. Do you have it? Do y'all have any pregame rituals or routines that help you get in the zone, Mari?
Yes, man. While we warming up, we'll have music playing. That's the thing. And then when we warming up, we also hit. So that get me going. Get ready to play.
Okay. If you could play any other sport, I know both of you have done other things. What would be it and why?
I would definitely do softball, which is very weird because I'm a cheerleader, but that's my choice.
Okay. Mari?
Since I already played basketball, that's what I was going to say. Something like baseball. I just feel like I could be good at that too.
Okay. What's your favorite way to unwind or relax after a big game?
Definitely going out to eat. Sometimes the football players and cheerleaders will end up at the same spot just because we live in a small town, or even just like relaxing, blasting some music.
So we know this is going to be a big weekend with it being homecoming. So, Mari, what's your favorite way to unwind or relax after this weekend?
Like she said, we always go out to eat. More than likely go to like Buffalo Wild Wings or something. Normally I chill. I listen to music too as a way, or I just relax and chill.
Okay. Um, can you share a funny or memorable story time with you playing sport?
For cheer, we have cheer camp, which is from UCA, and that's also where the competitions and stuff are from. But this year we went to the beach, and we just had a whole lot of dance parties with everybody on our team, our coaches, and some of the moms were there, and they even joined in. So that's really it was funny at the moment, and it's really fun to look back on.
Okay. Mari, can you share a funny or memorable story about something has happened?
Yes, ma'am. I would say watch a film with Coach Bazin as a team. Like if somebody messed up real bad, he always find a way to make us laugh with a good joke about somebody not doing their job right.
Okay. What advice would you give a younger athlete who is just starting out?
I would say push through and don't let another person or a friend determine if you're good or not. Have that mindset for yourself.
Okay. Amari, what advice would you give a younger athlete who is just starting out?
I would tell them put in the work, and they'll get what they want. That's all I can say.
That's right. All right, guys. We've had our youth spotlight, and I thank Mari and Kaylin for actually coming on to 105.1, the music muscle of the shows, and also 105.9, the vibe in Dothan, Alabama. We have so y'all have been listening to almost all across Alabama. We have a station in the shows area as well as in Dothan. So what you hear here, you're hearing it down south in Dothan. So I thank both of you for your time. I thank you for your efforts. What's one thing you would like to leave the people with today?
I'm going to say what we hear every single morning after the announcements, as is and always, go Trojans.
All right, go Trojans. What would you like to tell the people today?
I was just about to say the same thing. Go Trojans.
All right, so we're asking each of you to go out and support the Trojans on tonight. They're playing Columbia at 7:00 p.m. It's their homecoming. What time is the parade?
The parade starts at 3.
Okay, so they will have a parade that would go up Avalon Avenue in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. So make sure you come out and support the Trojans. And as they said, go Trojans. And again, I thank each of you. So tune in to Youth Spotlight each Friday morning at 7:30 a.m. on 105.1, the music muscle of the shows, and 105.9, the vibe in Dothan, Alabama. So I thank both of you, and I wish the Trojans much luck on your game on tonight. And as always, we are here for the people. Our motto at Knox Media Group is love, unity, and diversity. If there's anything that we can do for you here at Knox Media Group, we are a phone call away. But if you would like to be one of our sponsors for Knox Media Group, you can call us at 256-712-2887. And again, I thank you for being part of the Youth Spotlight on this morning. And again, go Trojans. You're listening to 105.1, the music muscle of the shows, and 105.9, the vibe. Thank you, Kaylee and Mari.
No problem.
All right, guys. So this morning, we had our youth spotlight, and we had two young people that's actually from Muscle Shoals High School. We had Kaylee Miner and Mari Johnson, and they're a football player and a cheerleader. And I thank them for being on our show. And each Friday morning, if you have a youth that would like to be on a youth spotlight, you can also call us here at the station at 256-712-2887 and let us know that you're interested in being in. We just want to build our community and show love, unity, and diversity amongst all of our kids. Go ahead and download our app. That's Knox Media Group. And you can also follow us this afternoon. Follow me. And we have a lunchtime show. It's called The Lunchtime Show with the Old School Preacher, the church secretary, and the choir president. So make sure you stay tuned in and see what we have going on today. We have a great show. You don't want to miss out. And also make sure you go and love on someone. And again, make sure you go out and support the Trojans. They have a football game. It's homecoming for them. So the parade starts at 3:00. And then they also have, they said that the football game is at 7:00. So go over to Muscle Shoals High School for their game. And I thank you for tuning in to 105.1, the music muscle of the shows, and 105.9, the vibe. Have a great day and see you later.